Arctic New Horizons. Some claim it to be the hardest mod pack of all time. With over 2,000 quests, it can take anywhere from 2,000 to 8,000 hours to get the final item in the game, the Stargate. In this project, I kept seeing that the general advice is to live in each age and build up infrastructure. So I took that personally. I will attempt to complete every quest in each age before moving on to the next age. That means I am stuck with wood tools until I complete the tutorial quest page. I will go over a more detailed rule set later on in this video, but in the meantime, I would like to talk about why I chose this seed. After going through a couple seeds, I decided to choose this seed as it holds a lot of key aspects to making a lot of the early game much easier. All of the passive mobs spawn close to spawn, as well as many varieties of gardens. With this, I'll be able to get the healing axe as soon as possibly the Stone Age. Also, if you look up in the top left corner of your screen, you'll be able to see that the humidity is at 80%. This will help tremendously in the Steam Age, as I'll have to make less water tanks. My first goal is to get a bed as soon as possible, as in this mod pack, once it turns night times, it turns pitch black with mobs getting buffed to have different abilities, as well as there's different variants of each mob. On this mod pack, getting a bed is not as simple as killing 3 sheep and getting some planks. This is the first craft that shows you just how gruesome GT&H can be. Not only do you need carpet instead of wool, but you also need a fence post and a wooden mallet. After that, I look through the quest book and see that a lot of the early game involves me making wooden tools and finding food around me. I'm sure by now that you have noticed that my hunger bar is dropping fast. In GT&H, there is a mod that completely changes the way food works in this game. Say goodbye to a simple wheat farm. There are over 100 different types of food that you have to cycle through to get to that you have to cycle through to get full hunger points for each food. I spent some time gathering for some stone for a quest when... Wait a minute. You noticed that? Holy shit. Oh yeah, that's a mica vein. The first vein I found in this world was a mica vein. For those of you who have played this mod pack, just know just how much time I've saved for myself and just how lucky I am. After gathering stone, I spend the next hour extinguishing the animal population in the nearby area, as well as some gardening. After deciding that this area by the river is a good place to call home, I get to planting my crops that I have made, and then move all of my items that I have stored up into my new area. I knock out some more quests, and here's my small shack. As I look over the quest book, I notice that there are 2 quests which seem to be my bottleneck. The first one being getting a stack of quicksand, and the second a stack of bamboo. The reason that these are bottlenecks is that in the early game it is extremely hard to traverse as we do not have a fully established food source, and sprinting fat quickly depletes your hunger bar. The second being is that, as I said earlier, being out at nighttime is a death wish, so I ignore all that and traverse anyway, and find some nice gardens along the way. After being out of luck, I decided to come back and start clearing some room to start my farms. Now that I'm content with the space and chunk load my area, I go scouting for quicksand. On my adventure, I come across a village, which with some really nice loot. But my gardens are more important right now. But I'll be back. I also found a brick house, which will come in handy in the near future. And finally, I found quicksand. I am over 1,500 blocks from my base, and I finally found it. Now that we got most of the quest done, I would like to use this time to talk about the quote unquote rules of this challenge. First one being 1. Attempt to complete as many quests in each age as possible in a realistic manner, and I am not allowed to use any tools or machines from future ages until unlocking it. And to touch base on that, spoiler warning, I don't find bamboo. In fact, I loaded up the same seed in a creative world and did not find a bamboo jungle to be precise, in over 3,000 blocks in every direction. So in my eyes, it's not even worth it, especially when I get bamboo seeds from a quest reward in the very next age. Now this gridlock style progression only applies to the main ages. And as you can see, there's a lot of side quests that deal with anything from power to bees to gardening. I can progress those as far as I wish, as long as I'm not blocked by progression from the main line. And at the end of the day, this is my run and my rules, and I want to enjoy myself to some degree. There are plenty of people out there doing way more die-hard runs. I'm looking at you, Garden Grind, that you can go seek. I'm wanting to progress as far as possible and complete as many quests as possible, and also be entertaining while doing so. So if that interests you, then by all means, come along for the journey. Now that this is all done, we can complete the last few quests. There you have it. Almost all the quests are complete, and we still only have wooden tools. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, show some support. This did really take me a while, and if not, I'll see you around.